beautiful people, how's it going? Whew. Even though I've filmed so many videos, I still get nervous when I'm sitting or standing in front of a camera. But I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing because I've heard that a little tinge of nervousness can actually help you, prompt you to perform better. So I guess, well, I'll just make the best out of it. Okay, so let's cut to the chase. I'm just gonna go to directly talk the topic of how can we perceive friendship and how can we look at losing friends in a healthy way. And if you just lost a friend, how can you process that emotions that you are feeling within? For me, along the way from my elementary school, that's where most of my memories started all the way to grad school, I have been, making new friends and tossing out old friends and toxic friends from out of my world. So I guess I know a thing or two about selecting friends, your friend group. So I would say before high school and even before my undergrad, I was so willing to be a caregiver. I was so desperate for friends because I was a weirdo when I was in middle school and high school. So I rarely got to stay friends with people, and also because of the shifting, because we had some shift around in our classes. My old friends from maybe freshman year of high school wouldn't be in the same class with me in my sophomore and senior year of high school. We only have 3 years in China of high school in China. But either way, the point is I never got to be involved in a really well established friendship when I was in middle school and high school. And that was the reason why I felt so desperate for anyone that can show me the willingness to be friends with me. And I remember specifically when I was in high school, I would become friends with people that would overtly look down on me. And those people would say, you see, you're so fat, you're so ugly, your grades are so low, and it would be a blessing for me to hang out with you. I put up with that just because I was so afraid of losing friends. I was so afraid of being seen all by myself, even though at the time that was the case for the most part. I remember one time um, when I was in the cafeteria for lunch, I was sitting by myself. One teacher, I think that was she was a physics teacher. She approached me asking why was I eating alone? Why was I eating by myself? And wouldn't there be anyone else who was gonna accompany me um, to eat lunch? And I was so taken back. I didn't know how to respond. And I just felt that tremendous guilt and shame of myself in myself, and just I couldn't handle it. So I was literally willing to put up with anything to stay friends with other people. And I remember I had to purchase lunch. I had to help the my friend at the time study. I wrote a whole notebook of equations and formula just to prompt her for the upcoming exams. Long story short, once I entered my college and my undergrad, I just realized because I went to a different city for college from my high school. So I just suddenly realized, it just occurred to me that I didn't have to put up with the shit that my friend is inflicting on me just because I'm afraid of being alone. Actually, being alone is actually not that bad. And you can actually have the time and freedom to actually focus on your own hobbies and your own projects, for example. And it's not that frustrating and scary to be seen all by yourself, to be seen alone. At the end of the day, nobody really cares. Nobody gives a shit about seeing other people, eating by themselves. honestly, everyone has their own shit to worry about. Nobody's gonna care nobody's gonna give 2 cents about others just hanging out by themselves um, if they actually have a life, you know. If you have a life, you wouldn't care so much about what others are up to all of the time because you got your own shit to worry about. So that the same rule applies for everyone. Um, Also, I feel like it's okay. It's definitely okay to let old friends go because from my own personal experience, I have matured tremendously. I am a completely different person from um, me when I was in elementary school, middle school, high school, even my undergrad. I have grown so much. I have stepped out of so many comfort zones and I have pushed myself so far away from my old circles. So I'm gradually becoming a different, more and more different person. That's why the old friends who stayed in those circles, not necessarily saying that's not good, that's not encouraging. It's just I'm not encouraging that. It's just saying that it's inevitable that there are going to be disagreements in how we view the world and how we handle different things. Maybe back when we were in high school together, back when we were in elementary school together, and 10 years ago, we would look at things this exact same way because that's how we were brought up, and that's the values that we've been holding on to for so long in our life. But now, as we digress to different places, to different directions, it's definitely normal that we don't see eye to eye on everything, and sometimes that's tolerable. Sometimes it's just not workable when you are arguing over everything, and when you cannot reach an agreement on every single little detail of everything. So that's probably gonna be the good time for you to probably say goodbye to some of the old friends and just let each other go to live on in each other's separate world better. And there's no shame in that. I mean, there are there are 7 billion people in the world, and it's okay that you let out a few people, a dozen people. It's not the end of the day. As long as you keep going forward, there will always be new people waiting ahead. As long as you keep exploring your true self, as long as you're getting more closer and closer to your genuine self, the more and more you will find out um, that you're going to attract people that are appreciating your genuine self, your true self, and you're going to find more common grounds with new people that actually share the same value as you, as the better version of you. So I'm just saying, well, of course, if you've always had someone that's by your side and that has been making progress along the way with you, that you are pushing yourself forward all together, then that's wonderful. That's great. That is the most ideal situation. But also, if it's not the case, and if you have to let go of a lot of people from your life, and that's okay too, as long as you are true to yourself. I mean, you only live for once. So why do you have to put up with the shit that the wrong people are inflicting on you just because you're so afraid of opening up new gates to new opportunities to meet new friends and new people that would probably be more aligned with you ideology wise. So yeah, that's just my take on friendships and how can we handle, losing friends from the past. And I hope this can be of some help one way or another. And please feel free to leave a comment below telling me your story with friendship and with your old friends or new friends. Well, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care and stay healthy. Love you. Bye.